Hello, I hope you are having an amazing start to your week. This is your Focus for the Week tarot reading for the week of Sunday, January 14th, 2018. So we are 2 weeks into the new month of the new year. Let's do a quick 3-card reading for you so that you can know what you can think about and focus on as you go throughout this coming week. So your first card, so interesting. The Moon in Reverse. I was actually thinking about this card just this weekend for one of my clients who I see regularly, and I love this card because it can mean so many different things based on your context or your situation. And for this week, what I really think this is offering you is don't worry about doubt. So sometimes when we see the moon upright, it can represent feeling like you're in darkness or in shadow. It can make you feel like you're following a path, but you've got some doubt about it, or you're not sure about every aspect. And so since you got this card in reverse for this coming week, it makes me think that there may be a situation that you would tend to feel doubtful about, or it would be expected to be doubtful, or maybe you're just starting to feel some doubt. And this card is offering you, don't worry about doubt. I mean, it is there. It's something that we all live through and go through, but this card is saying, don't even worry about it. Don't give it that much attention or that much importance. Instead, see these little shimmering pieces that are falling from the moon, right? But here they're like above the moon because you got the card in reverse. Those are all about your intuition and flashes of insight. So what I want to offer you for this week, as you're going through your normal routine and maybe in some regards or in some aspects feeling something unsure or feeling a little bit in the shadow or in the dark on certain topics, don't worry about doubt, and instead be open to flashes of insight, or be open to hearing what your intuition is offering you as you go down this path. So that's really reassuring. Okay, so your next card that you got, also in reverse, the Justice card. Okay, so taking a look at it upright, Justice is the 11th card of the Major Arcana. And we see someone who is using so much rational thinking. She's holding this sword there. She's got this balance, or the scales. She's making sure everything is equally balanced and everything feels fair and right and just. I'm thinking of the phrase or the concept of right angles, like make sure everything is square, right? Make sure everything lines up, and then make sure it all is evened out and perfectly aligned in the sense of geometrically aligned, right? Square, straight lines. That's what I see here with Justice. And since you got this card in reverse, much like getting the moon in reverse, I'm getting the sense that you also should not worry about making sure everything is fair or just, making sure that you're choosing the most rational choice as you go throughout this week. I really think it's okay to pay attention to those flashes of insight as you get them, and even if they don't seem like the most logical or rational choice, or even if you think it's not being fair to someone else, maybe go ahead and play around with that idea, or play around and try the idea on for size. Maybe really dig into, do I need to be fair to someone else? Is that my responsibility, right? Not that I'm asking you to be unjust or unfair in general, but a lot of times we make up rules for ourselves and nobody else even knows about the rules, and no one else is even following the rules. So are you following something that you think is fair and no one else has that same expectation, or no one else is even paying attention, right? So this is more about, don't worry so much about getting the angles exactly to 90 degrees. Don't worry so much about measuring exactly a straight line. Maybe give the sword a little rest, right? The sword that you're holding up, to make sure you're always employing logical thinking. Maybe let it go to the side for a minute since you got this Justice card in reverse. Okay, and your final card for this week, another reverse card. So the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so when we see the Pentacles, the Ace upright, what we see is being offered something new, a beginning of a new cycle. And so I do think that this card came to you for a reason. There's so many other cards that you could have received, but because you got this card this week in reverse, what it makes me think is you are being offered something of value and it's available for you, but it's not new. So it's not the beginning of a new cycle. Maybe it's something that you've had available to you for a while now and you haven't opted to accept it. Maybe it's been available for you and it hasn't been the right time for you. Or maybe it's been available for you, but maybe you always declined it because you thought it wouldn't be fair to accept, or you thought it's not an equal exchange, whatever this other entity or this other person is offering me, I can't offer the same in return, so therefore I better not take it, right? There might be some kind of a feeling there, and this is telling you, yeah, it's available for you. You can go ahead and enjoy it and feel that bright expansiveness and feel that beautiful sunny feeling by taking it, and you don't have to feel it's not something new, right? It's not something that you should be on the lookout. What's next? It's something that you're already available, or is already available for you, or you're already aware of it, you just haven't considered it seriously. So this is the week to give it another thought and think, what if I did accept this? What if I took that outstretched hand and said, yeah, I'll enjoy this, I'll take this, thank you. What if you did that? How would that be? What would that feel like? Okay, so let's look at your numbers. Ace is 1 and Justice is 11, so that's 11 plus 1 is 12, and the Moon is 18. Oh, so we got 30, and 30, when we add the 3 and the 0, that's all about communication, expression, community, right? So I've told you this before. I know you've heard this message before, but for some reason it's offering itself to you again this week, which is share how you feel, share what you're going through, even if it's just with yourself in a journal or by writing your thoughts down. Put it all out, express yourself. Maybe it's not even verbal. I'm a very verbal person, as you know, so I tend to think in terms of expressing things verbally, but maybe this is something that you can express in art, or maybe you can express this in movement, right? So think about how you can express yourself and how you can express what's going on with you to share it with the community and see what that offers to you that you wouldn't have gotten before. So that is a really interesting reading for you. I hope it hits home with you. I just want to let you know, work is the wrong word. Concentrate is too strong. I set my intention this morning before I did this reading to really do things that I love and really do things that would put me in the right mindset to do this reading for you, because I really want to make sure that I'm able to offer you your reading authentically and in a way that gives you something to think about and really feels true and right for you. So I hope you've picked up on maybe a nuance or a subtle difference. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, that's okay too. It feels good to me, right? So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday. Thanks. Bye-bye.